Most of the financial advice you hear, they tell you to buy index funds, pick stocks, or start a business. But there is a massive gaping hole in that logic. If you try to build a skyscraper on a foundation of sand, the first storm that hits is going to bring the whole thing down. In the world of money, that storm is a medical bill, a car transmission failure, or a sudden job loss. Right now, over 50% of the population cannot cover a $1,000 emergency with cash. They use credit cards, which leads to high-interest debt, which leads to a cycle of poverty that is nearly impossible to break. Today, we break that cycle. This isn't a video about getting rich, it's a video about getting safe. We are going to build a $1,000 emergency fund from absolute zero in exactly 30 days. This is the 30-day sprint. We're going to find roughly $33 every single day. I'm going to show you exactly where that money is hiding in your life, how to extract it, and where to put it so you don't spend it. If you felt like you're drowning financially, this is your oxygen mask. The first thing you need to understand is this is not a slow, comfortable process. This is a sprint. For the next 30 days, you are operating differently. You are focused, intentional, and disciplined. Every naira, every dollar has a job. You are not reacting to money anymore, you are directing it. Because the truth is, most people don't fail financially because they don't earn enough. They fail because they don't control what they already have. And before you try to build wealth, you must first build stability. The first 10 days are about precision. This is where you attack the leaks in your life. Most people believe they don't have money to save, but when you look closely, your finances are leaking in multiple small places: subscriptions you forgot about, small daily purchases, convenience spending. These are the silent drains that slowly pull you backward. So you start with awareness. You open your bank app and go through your last 30 days of spending, not casually, but intentionally. You begin to see patterns, recurring charges for services you barely use, apps charging you monthly, platforms quietly taking money from your account. This is the subscription trap. Companies don't rely on your satisfaction, they rely on your forgetfulness. So you cancel anything you haven't used in the last 2 weeks. Immediately, you start recovering money that was slipping away unnoticed. Then you confront the convenience tax. This is where most people lose the most money without realizing it. A coffee here, a quick lunch there, snacks in between. Each one feels harmless, but together they form a powerful habit that drains your finances daily. For the next 10 days, you cut this out completely. You prepare your meals, you make your coffee at home, you remove unnecessary spending, not forever, but for now. Because this is a sprint, and even saving $10 to $15 a day here begins to build real momentum. Next comes your grocery shift. Instead of buying convenience, you move to buying essentials, simple foods that are affordable and effective. You're no longer shopping for comfort, you're shopping with purpose. This single adjustment can reduce your weekly spending significantly, and that difference goes straight into your emergency fund. What's happening here is deeper than money. You are building awareness. You are proving to yourself that you can control your financial behavior, and that realization alone is powerful. By the time you reach the end of the first 10 days, something changes. You begin to see progress. Your account is no longer empty. You have something there, maybe $250, maybe $300, and for the first time, it feels possible, not theoretical, but real. That progress becomes your motivation. Now the next phase begins. This is where you stop just saving and start generating. You look around your environment with new eyes. Everything around you that you no longer use is not just clutter, it's stored money. Most people are surrounded by value they're not using, but because it's familiar, they ignore it. Now, you don't ignore it anymore. You go through your space and identify items you haven't touched in months: clothes, gadgets, accessories, anything that no longer serves you. You gather them, not emotionally, but strategically. You are converting unused items into financial security. Then you take action. You list them for sale. You take clear pictures, write simple descriptions, and most importantly, you price them to sell. Not to impress, not to maximize, but to move. Because speed matters more than perfection in this phase. As the days go on, items begin to sell. And with each sale, something shifts inside you. You realize that you can create money, that you are not stuck, that you have more control than you thought. That realization builds confidence, and that confidence fuels more action. As you continue, your numbers begin to rise. $400, $500, $600. Now you're no longer hoping, you're progressing. You're more than halfway there, and the finish line is visible. But this is also where many people slow down, not because they can't continue, but because they feel comfortable. And comfort is dangerous at this stage, because you're not done yet. Now comes the final phase, the most intense part of the sprint. This is where you push beyond convenience and step into effort. You begin to actively earn. You look for ways to bring in extra income quickly, not perfectly, not permanently, but effectively. You use what you have, your time, your energy, your availability. Whether it's helping someone with a task, offering a simple service, or taking on small jobs, your focus is clear. Generate daily income. At this point, the goal becomes simple, around $30 a day. That's all you need. And when you break it down like that, it becomes achievable. A few hours of focused effort can get you there. And as you continue, you begin to stack results. Each day adds up. Each effort compounds. And before you realize it, you are approaching your target. But this is also where the mental battle becomes real. You feel tired. You feel tempted to slow down. You feel like you've done enough. But this is where discipline matters most, because finishing strong is what separates those who succeed from those who restart. You push through, you stay focused, you ignore distractions, and you keep going. Then you gather the final pieces, loose change, small balances, forgotten money. You bring everything together, because at this point, every amount matters. And then finally, you reach it. $1,000. Not borrowed, not imagined, built. That number is more than money. It represents control. It represents stability. It represents a shift in identity. Because now, you are no longer someone who reacts to financial emergencies. You are someone who is prepared for them. And this changes everything. When something unexpected happens, you don't panic. You don't reach for debt. You don't feel trapped. You respond with calm and confidence because you built a buffer between you and chaos. This is your foundation. This is your starting point, because from here, everything else becomes possible. Paying off debt becomes realistic, investing becomes accessible, building wealth becomes a path, not a dream. But none of that works without this first step. So now, the question is simple. Will you do it? Not tomorrow, not someday, today. Start with one action, cancel one subscription, save $1, begin the process. Because 30 days from now, your life can look completely different, and it all starts with a decision.